What are you gonna do? Hey y'all, making live clone or seamless clone trooper armor. Got some in various states here, and we're gonna go to town and make us some seamless armor. Got my first day off in 12 days, and I decided I'd do this because I haven't done it in a while. So yeah, I got the slurries all dried on there, thick enough, I'm pretty sure. That side's mostly done. We're gonna start sanding, see what happens. Use a variety of tools, hand sanding, do a little mouse sander here, whatever you need, whatever it takes. So yeah, I've got the ABS slurry on here. This is plastic, basically a plastic glue that you make using the shards, the off pieces, the small pieces you cut when you're cutting out the armor. You mix it with acetone, and that makes like this plastic paste putty. Yeah, I'm a 501st and Rebel Legion. I've got two 501st approved costumes and a Rebel Legion. What's up, Kathy? So yeah, and I'm working on my third. I'm working on a Commander Cody. That's what this is all for, Commander Cody build. So welcome aboard 2K Magic Shop and Kathy. So yeah, this is now at the point where we're going to sand it. So you'll sand it down, and then you add Bondo, sand that down. And it doesn't look smooth, but this is smooth, and this is ready for primer pretty much. And then we'll give it one more shot if there's anything else in there. But same thing, the Bondo is not sanded on this piece. And this piece, we haven't even gotten to the Bondo part yet. So that's what we're going to go to here. Oh, welcome aboard, brother, my brother or sister. I'm not sure. Yeah, so I'm in Barjai Squad in the Florida Garrison. Started out in the Alabama Garrison, but I'm honestly closer to the garrison that's in Florida than I am to the one here. So thank you, dude. Thank you. I appreciate it. I like making these. And I learned something with each project, which is really cool. So yeah, here we go. So TK, what are you a TK? I'd love to build a standard TK, or probably do a Rogue One because the guy around me that builds armor. I'm lucky in that I've got 850 Armor Works is a buddy of mine, and he's 40 minutes down the road, so I can get armor pulled relatively easily for him. So that's nice. So yeah, he does a Rogue One TK, and that's what I'd like to do next after this Cody. Do a Rogue One TK. Figure you got to have a TK. That's the standard, standard. So yeah, let's go to a little block sanding, hand block sanding. And I'm using this as a 100 grit. I tend to go with like a 100 or an 80 off the bat to get these big chunks off. Go from that there. Yeah. Oh, that's awesome, dude. That's awesome. I've got two buddies that I've met online that are out in California. One was in Kenobi. One was in Mandalorian. So it's kind of cool. We're getting opportunities like that, the shit that I would have never dreamt possible. So yeah, I'd love to get a TK because TKs tend to be asked to events like that, and if you've got a clean one and a nice looking one, you can get asked to some official events and close to Orlando, so maybe something like that could happen sometime. So, yeah, bigger Christmas tree. Yeah, I was thinking about actually. My wife is out for the next hour, so I was thinking about taking my clone chest piece, helmet, and putting that over the top of the Christmas tree with the helmet on top, and maybe try to get some of the other armor around the sides of it and make myself a little clone Christmas tree. But I'd probably mess it up and she'd be pissed. So don't want to do that. And this is the part that most people really hate about making clone armor, is the seamless thing. That and the shin spoons. Shin spoons tend to be a bitch for everybody. So this tends to be the hardest part. This is the part that I like the most, which is, making something out of nothing, making this, one welded piece. And you can see in the insides there where I've got a shim and then a shim on that side. That's where I glued these, what were two halves together, see? Legs are a little bit different. So this is a thigh. These are two thigh pieces. You got the back of the thigh. You've got the front of the thigh. So they have not been cut out to where they need to line up, but basically I'll take it. You can see there's that much on this inside. I'll take it and I'll cut this so this lines up with the piece here, and then you'll shim it together and make one big piece. You don't want to glue it like that. It'd be impossible almost to make that seam disappear. So you have to kind of cut it and form it there, but that's what it looks like after you form it. You shim it together using that ABS slurry and go from there. So, yeah, clones are fun, man. To me, the clone armor is the coolest armor in Star Wars. It looks so fucking clean. Excuse my language, but it looks so fucking clean. And I feel like a badass every time I put it on. So. And then my kits come from 850 Armor Works. They're actually cheaper than Imperial Surplus kit. People don't give them the same credit as Imperial Surplus. I don't know why. To me, it's in the build. It's how you put it all together and how you make it to fit your body. But I get all my kits from 850 Armor Works, and you can look them up online and see that they're a couple $100 cheaper than what you'll get from Imperial Surplus. So. Yeah, I wish, man. I honestly, I think my armor does look better than what we've seen in the shows, and I understand in the shows they're having to make exceptions for movement because I wouldn't be able to move exactly the way they're moving in the shows. But yeah, my armor, I feel like it looks better in still shots, and I can still move. I just couldn't run or go down to a knee or sit down or anything like that. But yeah, I feel like my armor does look better than the stuff that they made for the shows. It's getting progressively better. In each show, like the shit that they had in Ahsoka, that was the best of the live action clone armor that we've seen so far. The closest to the original computer generated. They've gotten better each time, but they're still not exactly quite there, And I only know that because I know this armor so close from, having built so many of these. This is the third one for myself, and then I built 2 for other people as well. So this is my 5th set of clone armor now. So you see it's getting closer to being smooth. There's still some sections I'll have to get down, but the goal is to get this as smooth as possible, and then you Bondo on top of it, and you end up with something like this. And then when I get to this, I typically go up to like a 220, so this is a 220 grit sandpaper, and then I hand sand this at 220 to get it as flat as possible. So yeah, show you a little bit of that. See, you end up with something like this. It is much smoother. So from this point, I'll go ahead and start spraying it with primer, filler primer, and then going back and forth. It'll probably take 2 or 3 sessions of filler primer, a little more Bondo, filler primer, a little more Bondo, and then it'll be ready for paint. So that's how we roll on my clone armor. I'm actually getting ready to kind of just ramp this all down for the year, the whole channel and everything. What's going on, Spider AKA? I don't know if that's Spider AKA or Spideraka, whichever way. Welcome aboard. But yeah, getting ready to kind of ramp this all down for the holidays and spend a little more time with my family. And, you know, I'm not going to put it completely down, but I'm going to kind of go back and forth and just take my time and get these pieces all done. So yeah, it's this is the slow down part of the year for me. I'm starting to get a little bit burnt out. You know, I've done so many armors this year. So I think, like, you know, taking December off and just kind of relaxing and enjoying what I've done will refresh me and get me to kind of power through in the new year. So yeah, not going to do a whole lot more of this year. And I say that, and then I'll, you know, be back in here 2 days from now sanding this shit because I like to do it so much. So I'm doing well, Spider, doing well. Got my first day off in 11 days. If you do the math, yes, I worked on Thanksgiving. The joys of being the only grocery store that's open on Thanksgiving. Thank you, Fresh Market. So yeah, end up with something like that. Something like that. This one's pretty much ready for primer, and then we'll go from there. This one's almost ready. I still need to go in and Dremel around all this to, you know, smooth it out. It's kind of what I do. It's a little bit of back and forth and back and forth. I don't like to do one of them for, you know, too long. I'll switch back and forth just because it gets boring if I'm sitting here and doing nothing but the mouse sander or nothing but that. But I like to jump back and forth between these pieces, and so I'll always have pieces that are in different states, you know, just so I can go back and do the different aspects of it. The way I like to build my clone armor, for at least for me, because I know how this fits, I always start with the arm pieces. There's not really any adjusting I have to do with one of the 850 kits to fit my body. For the arms, you just cut out the pieces, meld them together. Whereas in the legs, the ab piece, the chest back, you're going to have to kind of fit that to you. Requires a little bit of measuring, a little bit more time. I'll do the arms first, then I'll go on and get the legs knocked out, because again, having built these kits before, I know that the legs will fit with everything else once I get it done. So there's nothing variable on any other pieces that will affect that. So get the arms done, get the legs done, and that's the arms and legs. Besides the elbows and the knees, I won't mess with those until the end because that requires strapping and all this other stuff. Then I'll hit the ab, because the abs will determine how you do the butt and the cod, and the abs will determine how big the chest and the back is. Do the abs next, then chest, back, butt, cod. That's it, you're done. I've already done the shoulder bells on this one because they're, yeah, doing well, Lewis. Oh, yeah, I wish I had the Cody hot toy. I really do. That's what I use for a painting reference for a lot of these things, is the hot toy. I mean, you just get better shots of them on there. So yeah, I like, I'd love to either have the 501st or the Cody hot toy 1/6 scale. Those things are badass, but shit, man, it's like half a set of armor for them, like $300. So it, you know, I need to have somebody gift one of those to me. So anybody out there in YouTube land that would like to gift me a Star Wars Hot Toys, by all means, you know, I'll be your best friend. Absolutely 100. I think this side here is ready for some Bondo, so let's do a little Bondo and see what we got. Hate being sick. Get well, brother, get well. All right, so then we got Bondo. Try to make this all look like one piece. Bondo is pretty toxic, so you definitely want to wear gloves if you're messing around with it. I find it's best just to get something that you can really get it down in there with, because it will fill up all those cracks, crevices, make this look like one piece. Anybody got big plans for Christmas or big things they're looking to get? I am, basically my wife and I spent all of our stuff for our daughter. She's going to college in the fall, so we got her like her entire bedroom set for the apartment she'll have up there. And then me, I'm just going to probably make myself a helmet. Yeah, there we have it. You get that on there. Let that dry, sand that down, and then you get, you know, a little closer to one of these, which is ready for primer. That's how you do it. That's how you do it. Clone Trooper Armor Seamless. So, there we go. Anybody have any questions about this process, how we do it, what we're doing? Still got some edges that are a little rough on here, so I'm gonna get the Dremel to it. Take that out. German. Oh, cool. Very cool. Yeah, my dad used to collect old German firearms. So had a couple of his Rugers that they were really cool. They were really cool. World War II shit. I like World War II shows and movies. Love, like, I mean, it's each year I gotta watch Band of Brothers. Fucking love that show. No, I'm making them right. These are so these are the two biceps. That's what we got here. Oh elbow piece there, and so that's what you end up with. This is a Cody build, so one of the biceps, I've got it already. It's got a gold bronze strap on it with a pin that goes on the back of it there that I'll have to attach. But yeah, there's your elbow piece, and that is how you get your armor together for your arm. That's what we got there. That's how you, or at least how I, because there's different ways to do this, but this is how I fashion and make seamless clone armor. So hope you guys enjoyed that. I'm gonna head on over to, I don't know, Instagram or TikTok, one of them, and do the same thing. So thanks for being here, guys. I do appreciate it. May the force be with you as always. I'm Darth Rage. This is Darth Rage Reviews, your source for the force.